Okay, welcome back, and we have Emily with us today again, and we're going to be working on the other side of her cheek. We already primed and prepped her skin, we dermaplaned her, and I'm going to go ahead and start probing her skin. I'm hoping that you are having an amazing day today. I know that I am, and so I just want to wish you a great day, and I'm really looking forward to the progress of her skin. So right now she's only been priming her skin for a short time, and believe it or not, this type of acne is the one that tends to take a little longer to manage. And so we know that the acne lesions start developing about 90 days prior to them coming up to the surface of the skin. So we're going to be working on bringing everything up to the surface and cleaning those pores out completely. So let's go ahead and start. She is sensitive, her skin type, and so she also tends to bleed a little bit more than most of my patients do. How are you doing, Emily?
I'm good.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here with us today. If it's too much pressure or you're not used to it, please just indicate by raising your finger up there, and I will ease a little bit up for you, okay?
Okay.
So we're really trying to get at that base of that lesion. Trying to stretch. And you can see that her skin is, it's thin. You can see a little bit of the capillary walls in there. So I'm really trying to go as easy as possible with her. I don't know if the camera catches it or not, but anyway, I can definitely see it on my side. I know in camera you're going to be able to see things that, like maybe a blemish or a blackhead will kind of catch your eye, and you probably get frustrated because I'll pass it by, but I'm looking at so many, so I promise at the end of all the sessions that we do, we'll get it all taken care of. Still doing good, Emily?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I wish that the camera could capture Emily's personality. She is just adorable. I know that the viewers have been asking for more videos. I'm really trying. It's just really hard. I don't get a lot of people that are really wanting to have themselves videoed. And so even though I am booked almost till October, not everyone is, you know, running in here because they want to be on camera. So it's very hard for me to find people. So I appreciate your patience with me, and I'm hoping that we can get more volunteers. And when they come in, we don't charge them, so that's an incentive, and they still don't want to sign up. You go figure. But anyway, we'll get the right people in here and to film. This is a little deep. There we go. Okay, there's two smaller ones on the side there, and there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and probe again, a little bit more in this area. I'm going to go ahead and once again wash this area. Benefit of it, of course, is it kills the bacteria and it brings everything up to the surface, to the skin. I love glycolic. It's nothing new in the market. The molecule of the glycolic, it's a small molecule, so it penetrates in the skin very quickly. So I think I'm going to concentrate again a little bit here and see if there's anything up here that comes up, okay? Emily, still doing good? Mm-hmm. All right. I really telling you, just love the way the skin is very receptive to extractions. I still can't believe there's a job doing this. I laugh. I love coming to work every day. First of all, because I love my clients/patients. They're amazing. And to spend the whole day doing extractions is like the dream job. And so it's something that I feel so blessed to be able to do. People ask me how come I'm always smiling and laughing, and that's because definitely a de-stressor. So it's great. Okay. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on this area here, and I'll go back to this. All of this that you're seeing, discoloration, that will go away. That's a post-inflammatory condition. And so with her, it turns a little bit darker, kind of purplish, because she's so fair skinned. But you will see once we get through with her, it'll all be gone. Her skin is going to look amazing. Okay, and I'm just going to go in this area through here. And again, probe. Okay, let's see. No, probably didn't probe that one, but here we go. We'll start here. Make sure it's cleaned out. Okay. Go back and double check. Truly want to thank you for joining us and for supporting this channel and watching our videos. I can't say enough how much. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I have a patient that came in and he has some problems with blackheads on his forehead. He's getting ready to go off to college, so we're going to go ahead and take care of this for him. And we've already primed and prepped his skin with glycolic acid. I've already opened up some of the lesions with a 27.5 gauge needle. And I'm going to go ahead and start extracting. How are you holding up?
Pretty good.
All right. We like to hear that. Today is a beautiful day in Texas. Really getting into that base here, making sure that it's all cleaned out for him. Get through here too. It's got a little bit of an inflammatory lesion here, so I'm going to clean that out. You okay, my friend?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so I'm really having to stretch here because I want you to see that there's lesions underneath here, and I want to make sure that we get them all out. And really the trick to doing these extractions is to make sure that first the area is nice and dry, and the Q-tip is also nice and clean, that it's not soiled, over soiled, or else you're going to have a lot of sliding, and that's when you get a little bit of what I call looks like rug burn, but it's like a Q-tip burn, and you don't want that on the skin, especially on darker skin tones, because then of course you'll develop a secondary condition of PIH, and we don't want that. Right there on that base. I'll just go back and clean it, and he has done really well. So anyway, I'm going to go through here, and then I'll start working on this side here too. Right there. I'm gonna get these two in a minute. I know you guys are looking at it and almost dying, because I already know you guys. But give me a few minutes and let me work around this area, and I'll get those for you guys to see. I love your comments. Some of the comments make me laugh so hard. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this tool here. Again, we're going to stretch. Now you're going to feel it a little bit, okay? You ready? Okay. So I'm going to stretch. Now bevel up. Small angle, and same with this one. Bevel up. A 45-degree angle. It's another one here and one next to here. Okay. You ready, my friend?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna stretch. And here we go. Thank you so much. You did great. Okay. I always like to stretch outward. I don't like to be repetitive, but just to make sure if someone's watching for their first time, when you do it that way, you don't put as much pressure, and it alleviates a lot of the content out. And then I go back in and clean anything else that's underneath there. Okay. Now you will see that next to it there's a blackhead, so we're going to go ahead and get that. Okay, and you see it coming out. Okay. This area is a little sensitive. And stretch out. Make sure I clean it all out. Okay, I'm going to go on the next one on the side. Now you'll see here, hopefully the camera will catch it right there. It's another blackhead, so I want to go ahead and get that out. And you ready, my friend?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just put a little pressure on there. And barely there. Go back and double check that. And here we go. I don't know if you felt it pop, but came out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and probe these here. Okay. There we go. Temple area tends to be a little uncomfortable. There we go, right through here. Pressure. And make sure that's still some more in there. So I don't want him to leave with that in there, thing in there. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and probe just a little more. And like I said, I want to make sure that I have a nice dry surface. And you can see that it's there, and there it goes. Okay, I'm going to be working on his nose. Okay, through here. It's a little bit uncomfortable. And then we're going to work on this side a little bit. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. It's really a pleasure always having you come in and to my workplace and watch me do what I'm just passionate about, which is acne management. If you haven't looked us up on Facebook, please do, under Nelsa Skin Essentials Acne Clinic. Again, you guys are such a blessing to my life. Love you all and have a wonderful day. God bless. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have Daryl with us, and he has got some exciting news that he is going to share with you. And I want to thank you for joining us. If you're new here with us, welcome. And if this is the first time ever watching this video, please go back and watch all of other Daryl's videos so that you can get the full story of his journey with his kidneys. So, Daryl, welcome. So glad you're here. And please tell our viewers, because I know they are wanting to hear from you. So tell them what's going on and what was the news that you got.
Hello, everyone. Well, the news that I received was I can now accept living donors for the kidney. It doesn't have to be a deceased donor. So if anyone is interested in maybe seeing if you can be tested to give me the kidney, I would gladly take it.
Oh, that's awesome. So what else did they tell you?
Well, it was a very informative trip. With me being on dialysis for over 8 years, I'm #1 on the list. So I'll be getting a kidney soon. But if I can have a living donor kidney, it will be better. Longevity of the kidney and healthier life.
And that's definitely what we want. I know a lot of viewers have asked, how can they help? You know, can they get tested? So for those who have sent comments and have asked us about being able to be tested, please check with us. We're going to be opening up a Facebook page, and we'll be putting details on how you can help Daryl with finding a kidney. Daryl, also tell us a little bit about, or I guess I can share, that a lot of times people think that they have to take on all the expenses of them being a donor. And in reality, that is not true. And they can also live with just one kidney. And so that's one of the things that we want to make sure that people realize, that you don't have to take on any expenses. That's taken care of by the insurance. And the other thing is that you can live with just one kidney. And so go ahead and explain that a little bit.
Yes, you can live with one kidney, and the VA will take care of your medical expenses while you're doing the donation process. The whole process starts with they would have you go to your local doctor and do blood tests. Like my blood type is O positive, and that's where we would start at. And if you're O positive, we'll be a match. Well, we wouldn't match directly, but they will have to do further testing. You would do chest X-rays, EKGs, CAT scans, and they would also do a psych eval on you to make sure that you can handle the whole process, because it is trying.
Well, we know that there's a donor out there for you. We're believing that. And we're so grateful that you're getting closer to having your surgery. And so we just, thanks again, everyone, for all your prayers and your thoughtful comments, and just to support the outpour that you have given us, given Daryl. And so I just love this community. I feel so fortunate and so blessed, and to have such a group of people that are so kind and thoughtful and so caring. And so thank you from the depths of my heart. I know that Daryl feels the same way, and his family are so grateful for all that you have done. The support has been amazing. So I'm actually going to do some more extractions on him. It's been over a month since I've seen him, so his pores have filled up again. Remember that we talked about that I can't put him on anything right now. We're wanting to keep him as much as we can medication free, so that when his transplant comes in, that's one less thing we need to worry about. So anyway, so you could see that they filled up again, and we're just cleaning them out. I've had some questions in reference to how do we keep our pores clean. I highly recommend a cleansing brush. Personally, I use a Clarisonic. You don't have to use a Clarisonic, but a good cleansing brush would be great, because it deep cleanses the pores. It pushes that product in, and it helps to stimulate circulation. So once a day is more than enough, because you don't want to over dry the skin. But a cleansing brush is really wonderful to really push that product in there and get those pores cleaned out. I've also had a lot of questions on my cleanser. Please be patient with me. You guys have been, again, just so supportive, and I have been extremely busy. And so I have not been able to keep up even with the demand. Even appointment-wise, we're almost into making appointments up to, I think right now, almost November. So it's been really hard to try to keep up with the demand with the products. So I'm not, at this point, not selling anything per se, like on a website. So soon we'll work on that and get that going. But a good glycolic wash is wonderful. We love using our wash here because it really makes a big difference. I've had viewers ask about steam. So steam is great. I mean, it loosens up debris. There's nothing wrong with that. But I tend to use a glycolic wash because it instantly penetrates and loosens everything up, and so it works much quicker for me. And the results are really awesome for our patients. So that's why we tend to use a glycolic wash versus using a steam on that. Okay, so I'm going to go through here. So we're doing half side of his face, and then we'll do the other side, and we'll upload that video on that. Okay, so I'm going to push here, and we're going to go ahead and get some of this filament through here. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, want to make sure. Okay, so I'm stretching again. Skin. Many of you have asked about Paris. And so Paris, we have a video that we are going to upload on Paris soon. She is no longer with us because she is stationed somewhere else. So we did her last treatment, and we won't be seeing her anytime soon. So we miss Paris. So Paris, if you're watching this video, we love you, we miss you, we wish you the best. I'm going to go through these corners through here also. And I'm going to stretch here, and you can see right through here. There we go. Here we go. Again. Here we go. And still has some more in there, so I'm going to go ahead and just stretch a little more. And it's just a little left. Double check on the side. Can you breathe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, making sure. Okay. All right. Clean. These corners can be tricky, you know, and so you always want to go back and check those areas through here. Same in here, make sure that's, just push here through here. And in here. I'm going to stop on this side because I want to check that little cyst that he always gets on his scalp for you guys and see if it's filled up. Definitely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of get in there and break that up. And this is one that we've talked about before. In order for it to not to fill again, we need to have that surgically removed. At this point, it's not an option, so we're just going to go ahead and clean it for him. Oops, there we go. You okay? Slipped a little bit there. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us and sharing our videos with others and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I also like for you to look us up on Facebook and hit like and look for pictures. We're getting ready to upload some more pictures, and so anyway, thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day today. God bless you, and appreciate all that you have done for us. Have a great day. Hello again. I'm actually going to be working on Daryl's chin area. He's got a lot of filament, and so we're just going to go ahead and extract all of that out. And you can see it. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure, okay? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is just oil that builds up in this area. And it'll build up again, especially because of the crease of the chin. That oil settles there and it accumulates on those areas. Stretch. Now usually in this area, I tell whenever I do training, I tell the students you don't have to worry so much about this area. Just get what you can. Don't over extract. No one's ever that close to you in the face. And you have to literally, like if you look at the skin, you literally have to stretch it in order to see it. But if they're receptive to extractions, then go ahead and clean them out. But just know that for the most part, it'll continuously fill there. Okay. Turn them this way. Here it's filled. How are you holding up?
I'm good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
Not twisting your neck or anything?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. Right at that base. And then scoop. Still see that there's some more in there, so you want to make sure you stretch and then go from an angle, different angle. And here we go. Again, stretch. and stretch until it completely cleans out. Okay. Another technique that I like to do in this area is use 4x4s. You can get more of a broad area that's covered when you use a 4x4. Now I use them wet, you know, I dampen them so that you don't, you know, cause that skin to be too irritated, and I don't want it to be so abrasive. And then you could see that it also comes out nicely. So this area you can use a 4x4 or gauzes or tissue. And I usually just take one finger and I stretch, and then I kind of slide this hand over it to get everything out. Okay. So I'll keep this hand stationary, or this finger stationary, and then I use kind of like the scoop technique or slide technique, and kind of everything kind of comes out. Okay. And if nothing comes out this area, because you still see them, leave them. Really don't over irritate that skin. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to check this area real quick. This is the area you were saying that kind of hurts a little bit. Yeah, there it is, right there. Okay. So here we go, you guys. And see all this coming out. See if there's anything else in here. I think we kind of got it all out. I'm going to just remove this here, these bit of hairs. And you can see now, you guys, I don't know if you can get the camera, but you can see the hair. Do you see it? Okay. So we're going to keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Okay, that's that. And there it is. So it was pretty long. So that's an ingrown. So that's why it was kind of bothering him. It was really overstimulating underneath there. And we'll make sure we get everything out. Okay, my friend, hold on, okay? Maybe a little bit uncomfortable. How are you holding up, though?
I'm good.
Okay, make sure. Okay, I'm going to go underneath, and as you could see, that's where you want to go. It's right underneath there. Get everything out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up with a little gauge needle here. Okay, stretch. So, and there we go. Okay, again, remember we're going to go at the base, and it's funny because look how it's starting to come out. And there's another one on there on that side, and see it? So it's all kind of coming out here. I think we got everything. Let's make sure. Same with this one. Let me feel here. It's a little bit left. So what you want to do is you really want to feel around that perimeter, and it's basically, you can practically see it. Let's get this little thing here, but okay, so there's the pore, and you could practically see the outer perimeter. So that's where you're working at to get everything cleaned out. So how are you holding up, my friend?
Good.
Okay. Super. And I'm going to go again. And in an angle, about a 35-degree angle. And I'm actually going to move this around to break up anything that's in there. Okay. And you can see where I'm lifting up the needle. Okay. Again, stretch and make sure there's everything is taken out. It's funny, I press here and it goes over here too. Okay, I think we got it. All right, very good. Anywhere else that's bothering you that you can think of?
No, that was it.
That was it. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you have not gone to visit us at our Facebook page under Nilsa Skin Essentials Acne Clinic, please stop by and visit us. Thank you for your support, your love, your encouraging words, and we will see you again soon. Take care and have a wonderful and blessed day.